We are here on a Thirsty Thursday to make drinks. Yes. This is a weird one. We are making a drink today called the Unisphere. It is a drink that is named after a very controversial piece of art that lives in Queens, New York. It was made for the 1964 World's Fair. Nobody likes it. It's killed a couple people. While the inspiration for this cocktail might not be great, the ingredients are all really good. So I think we got a chance. This guy, whose name is Gilmore Clarke, while flying on a plane, he says, I have this idea. I'm sure he turned to the guy next to him on the plane. He's like, hey, I got this idea. And the guy said, shut up. I am not dealing with this the whole flight. He says, okay, fine, I'll just draw it. So he draws out his idea and he's calling it the Unisphere. To me, that sounds like it is of the future. The Unisphere. We're truly bringing everything together. The Unisphere. Ah, we finally have it. Our technology has gotten us far enough. We have the Unisphere. This is what the Unisphere looks like. It's a kind of a big globe. It's the Unisphere. You went like this. Oh, the Unisphere. Not much to look. I mean, okay, fine. It's kind of big. You look at that thing though, and what do you say? You say, I gotta climb it. 2 people at this point have tried to climb the Unisphere and fallen to their death. Looking over the Unisphere, it looks pretty simple. It's kind of a interesting take on a daiquiri. I like a daiquiri. I assume you guys like daiquiris. Let's get into it. The cocktail has nothing to do at all with this murderous globe thing that lives in Queens. It has nothing to do with it, but it seems like a pretty interesting cocktail, so I figured we should make it and just test that out. We're gonna grab a lime. We don't need a lot of anything except for the rum. We're gonna go ahead and slice away. Kind of small limes, so we're just gonna squeeze the whole thing in here. We want 1/2 ounce of some lime juice. I said it's like a daiquiri. Daiquiris are built in a pretty similar fashion. It's gonna be some sweet, it's gonna be some lime, and it's going to be some rum. That's really all we're dealing with. We're gonna be splitting our sweet into 2 different versions. One version is this. This is our friend grenadine. This is our homemade grenadine. So grab some homemade grenadine, and we need 1/4 ounce of some grenadine. Since it's the Unisphere, we are going to make a sphere, a single sphere, a unisphere of ice. We're gonna go ahead and just grab a large cube of ice, put this here, and then we're gonna put this right off to the side and let that slowly melt for the rest of the drink. This is where I think this drink becomes pretty interesting. Back here, all the way in the back, I have this never-ending bottle of Benedictine. Benedictine is a super interesting liqueur. I will tell the story as quickly as I possibly can. Basically what happens is these Benedictine monks are making this Benedictine. They're hard at work, toiling. Well, what happens? Of course, like it always does, the French Revolution. Suddenly the French Revolution happens. These monks, because they were living so well, immediately got to kill the monks. The monks got to go. The royalty, nobility's got to go. All of that, anything that's bigger than the peasants has to go. Murder monks. They were just murdering monks. So at that point, we think, dang, ugh. First of all, oh, dang, those monks are gone. But we also think, dang. What about Benedictine? I have all these great Benedictine cocktails that I can't make anymore. Well, shoot. That's kind of the price you pay for the guillotine. Turns out, though, that the monks on the back of a large painting scribbled down how to make Benedictine. How to make a Benedictine, they said. And some art collector bought this painting, not knowing what was on it, and decided, the frame's not great. Let's switch up the frame. Took the frame off, reframed it, and while they were reframing it, they found this big list of ingredients and the directions on how to make this stuff. Ta-da! Benedictine's back. Anyway, this right here is Benedictine. This one doesn't need that much. It's a big, strong flavor. We need 1/4 ounce of some Benedictine. What kind of rum are we gonna use? I'm like the spokesperson for it. I like it. It's lovely, and it works in so many cocktails. This right here is Kiss Detroit Rock Rum. What you wanna do is find a rum that you like. When I say that though, maybe find a rum that you like that isn't a huge, bold rum. Like, I don't know how well a big, fat, funky Jamaican rum would work in this. I just don't know. I'm sure it'd be fine, but that's not the idea of the cocktail. right? You know, we could have a unisphere and it could be two little orbs. Okay, we could call it the unisphere. That's not really the unisphere though. To be the unisphere, you have to kill two people, you have to be super ugly, and nobody can like you. That's how the unisphere works. So we're gonna go ahead and put in, why not, 1.5 ounces. If you wanna put in 2 ounces, I'm not gonna stop you. So go ahead and put in 2 ounces of a rum. Calls for 1.5. I'm tired of getting called a wimp by you guys when I put in 1.5 ounces of stuff in here, and I'm very susceptible to being called a wimp. Put in as much absinthe as you think you can handle, less than 1/4 ounce though. So I'm gonna put in like 4 dashes of some absinthe. That should be good. Oh yeah, now it's absinthe. We're gonna shake this cocktail. We don't need a ton of water in here, so I'm just gonna put in 1 agitator cube. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Lovely smell, doing all the right stuff. All right, let's see if our ball is ready. Oh, it's gorgeous. Go ahead and pour your cocktail over your unisphere ball. Now, I don't know what kind of garnish this normally calls for. Got a whole book that'll tell me. Strain into cocktail, small amounts of liquor come through beautifully without overpowering the flavor. It does not say. Okay, well, they don't care, I don't care. We are gonna skip the garnish on this one. I think just the spinning, cool enough. And there we have it. This is the unisphere. I don't have any numbers on how many people this cocktail has killed. I know that the unisphere in Queens has killed 2. I know that nobody likes it. No good reviews, no positive reviews about it. And apparently the dude that created it was named Gilmore. It's not a knock against him. It's just, you know, Gilmore's not a common name. Who names their kid Gil? Who looks at a baby and says, hello, baby. Your name will now be Gilmore. Best case scenario, his name is Gil. That's fish breathing apparatus. Sorry to all the Gils, but odd name. Okay, this is it. Cheers to you guys. Let's talk about it. Oh my gosh. It's just a bit more of an interesting flavor of the daiquiri. It's not gonna be for everybody. Not everybody's gonna like it. The absinthe can be a little much. Sometimes Benedictine and rum don't go well together. But if I want something that's just a little bit more intense, I think the unisphere is a good place to start. That's all I can say about this cocktail. What else can I say though? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and share all of these videos at Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. You know why? Because it keeps the lights on. And if you want to keep having cocktails like this one, I'm going to need your support in liking, sharing, commenting, and the other one. What's the other one? Either way, do those things. That's it.